Hello, ESA.
Hello, hello, ESA. We are here with Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. I was always about to say Gateway to Glimmer. That's the correct version. I refuse to accept anything different. We are here with Bradley Gaming, and I'm going to let you enjoy this very, very different version of a Spyro run.
Thank you, Lozzie. Yeah, Ripto's Rage is the NTSCU name of the game, and that is the optimal version. So we're doing 40 Orb. This is the second Spyro game in the original trilogy. 40 Orb, the category is basically just we're not allowed to skip into any of the bosses. If you've watched a speedrun of this game before, you've probably seen someone skip into at least one of the bosses. We can't do that. We have to unlock the final one legitimately with 40 Orbs. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. I will load into a save file. There are some crash points in this run. Autosave loses about half a second over the course of the run, so very marathon safe. And then timing will start once on first movement. So can we get a countdown once I start skipping the cutscene here? So we'll go from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1. Let's go. Good luck, Bradley.
Thank you, thank you. So as you can see here, we can charge, we can flame, we can double jump like that, which I'll explain a little bit more in just a second, but we already have a task here, which is lighting these lamps. Hopefully I'll flame one of them at some point. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, right, we're going to start this one again. We've got 30 seconds here. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Where is this lab? Where is this lab? Where is this lab? There we go, there we go. There we go, we get that one. We double jump up here. We're going to flame that one. Hopefully not bonk. We'll flame this one. And then that one as well. So that's our first task. And for that, we are going to get one orb. Orb. So we need 40 of those. So as
We
you
love
can...
blorbs.
We do. So as you can gather from that, orbs in this game are collected for helping the NPCs of the game with various tasks. Various problems that they're having in their world. Some of them are just loose in the homeworlds, and they are fairly easy to pick up. We've just collected a talisman from this guy here. The talismans are the end of level MacGuffin. So each level in the first 2 homeworlds has a talisman at the end, and then a number of orbs. And in order to unlock the first and the second bosses, we're going to need all of the talismans. And in order to unlock the final boss, we're going to need all of the orbs.
Thanks for helping me.
So we've got some more lamps there that we've just lit, and we now have 2 orbs. So, just to explain the main mechanic of this game, in the speedrunning sense. When Spyro is in a neutral position and jumps, you can press square to charge, and in that neutral position, the game will carry Spyro's momentum upwards rather than downwards. This is an oversight on their part, and they did kind of fix it because, like I say, it has to be from a neutral position. If I'm charging like this and try and do a double jump in the manner that I just described, then I will just go downwards. But when I'm neutral, I can get that extra height, and it means we can break basically every level in the game, which is really, really cool. So we're coming into our second level. This is Idle Springs. So we're going to go for a trick here. I probably won't hit this, but we'll see. Okay, I got a very, very small proxy there. So that was an attempt at Beetle proxy. We do get another attempt. Enemies and fodder in this game have a hitbox. And a lot of them we can kill, or sometimes not kill. But essentially we can charge into their hitbox and press X while we're inside their hitbox, and the game will eject us out at high speeds. So this is a kind of intended failsafe within the game to make sure that Spyro doesn't get stuck. So we'll go for this again. Ooh, okay. So you see I got some forward momentum there, so I didn't quite time my charge jump onto the fodder's hitbox correctly, but that's okay. So, one thing you'll notice while I'm running through this level is that I have been killing enemies. And the reason for this is that you'll see when I kill this next one, and you can kind of see it there. In the top right, I get a little counter, up to 10. So, enemies in this game are not like enemies in Spyro 1 or Spyro 3. Enemies in this game have spirit particles, or souls as they are sometimes called, and killing them, basically, there are some levels, or pretty much all the levels, where there is a power-up gate, and a certain number of spirit particles will power the power-up gate. So this is a supercharged power gate. I needed 8 to turn this on. And I need the supercharge to charge through all of the idle heads here. And that will form this rain cloud, and we will free the Hula Girl Stella. And we will get another orb. So there are only a few levels like that where I do need to kill enemies. This is obviously one of them. But a lot of the time, we can kind of just run through, get the talismans, get the orbs, and move on with our lives. And that is Idle Springs. So, you'll see on the screen there I have a gem count. Gems are the currency of this game. There are 10,000 in total across the game. We are only going to need, well, hopefully we're only going to need 1,300. We might need 1,400, depending on if I hit a trick. We're going to need 500 by the end of the next level in order to buy an ability, which is Swim. But we're on like 320 now, I think. Yeah, 325. So we're on a pretty good gem count. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Hunter is teaching us how to move. Hunter is a cheater. Basically, Spyro, the lore of this game is that Spyro has been kidnapped, essentially, by the residents of Avalar to come and fight the evil red monster Ripto, because he hates dragons. Orb. And Hunter basically can't be trusted with anything. So that's why we're here, basically. But yeah, he teaches how to move. There's a nice little double jump there to get another orb on a ledge. And then we're into Colossus.
We love Colossus.
We do love Colossus most of the time. Well, the monks are pretty good. Hopefully we won't hear any of them chant.
That's upsetting.
Yeah. All right, kill this this bison. Then we're going to do a trick here, hopefully. Nice. So, kind of like the beta proxy attempt in the previous level, Idle Springs. That bit of scenery has some collision, so you kind of can't fall through it from the top, but you can jump from underneath it, and you can use that to get ejected up. All right, really difficult boss fight coming up here. Really difficult boss fight. I'm gonna do loads. I'm gonna do loads. Yep. We got the Yeti. We got the Yeti. We got the Yeti. He's gonna kill us. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was hard. That was hard. That was really challenging. Yeah. So that Yeti's been terrorizing the people of Colossus. And he is no longer doing that. So we're going to come to everyone's favorite sport next, which is hockey. This is quite challenging. I'm going to lock in a little bit here. We can get across and get the puck before the goalkeeper hits it. We need to score 5 goals. Ooh, okay. Okay, I got lucky there. I want to get a jump. Like that. And like that. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, 4 out of 5 quick shots. Pretty happy with that. So that first one... Oh, hold on. We're going to be very careful here. We don't want to do Hockey 2. If I do Hockey 2, I do have to Death Abuse, which, you know, no one wants. Yeah, the way the Hockey 1 works, in theory, is that you're meant to wait for the opposition goalkeeper there to hit it back, and he can hit it left or right. I got very lucky on that first one, that I didn't have to go chasing it around the arena. But, yeah, we can just kind of get ahead of that by doing those jumps. So... we have been doing some another orb here with the professor. We've been freeing some spirits. We've been getting some evil spirits out of the statues. But for doing that, the professor gives us an orb and we can leave. We also have 503 gems, which is fantastic. I can buy the swim ability. So we're going to hop on over to our old pal Moneybags, who, frankly, crowd, what do you think of Moneybags? Who cheered for Moneybags? Who cheered for Moneybags? What is wrong with you? No one likes Moneybags.
We love Moneybags. I don't know what you're talking about.
He takes our money.
Yeah, it sounds like someone else we know.
Yeah, true.
Sounds like business.
Yeah, no, that is valid, to be fair. Anyway, this is Haruko's. You're going to hear a bit of Tom Kenny. You're going to hear a bit of SpongeBob coming up here. So 2 really quick orbs and a talisman here. We're going to grab a few gems. And then we're going to go across these platforms. The game wants you to actually go through the level fairly normally and then go across some rooftops to get to that large platform that we were just on. But as I say, the double jump means that this game is fundamentally broken, and we don't have to do any of that. Some scenery here we can just fall through.
Thank you, Spot.
And we can hear from SpongeBob. And then we're just going to go and get one more orb. This one, the next orb we're going to get is the first orb that the level wants us to get, but we'll get it second because we're just cool like that. We're going to get into this hole, and we'll get proxied up.
Spyro.
So again, same concept. The game is kind of trying to avoid us getting trapped in there.
The next clock. Remember to press
And we'll head on out. So, part of the reason we buy Swim, or I'm buying Swim certainly, is the next 2 levels. So the next 2 levels have some tricks in them that if you watch top level runners of this category, or 14 Talisman, which is the version of any percent where you can skip into the final boss, but not the other 2, most people will not buy Swim, and they'll do some tricks at the start of this level and the next one to get to the end of level. But I find this a lot more consistent to have Swim. We can run through the level. We need a few more gems across the game, but they're plentiful in 40 Orb. So we're going to run through this level. And there is a required trick at the end, which hopefully I'll hit fairly swiftly. We'll just do some double jumps out here. Get this basket and head on to the end of the level. And so we're going to proxy off the turtle's head. And it's going to look really cool if I get it, hopefully. So we're going to line up on this corner. Okay, unlucky. Nice, there we go, beautiful. Second try, very cool. Now we're going to save the baby turtles from going in the soup. And the chef's going to be really unhappy, but that's okay.
Have you got time for me to just have a quick...
This is a fantastic time for it, absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. And not to steal Planks' idea, but as we are raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation, do you know who really likes money? Money bags. And do you know what we would really love? Donations towards the Horizon Zero Dawn spear-only boss fight. If you do want to donate, please do make sure you get your donations in for that incentive.
Yes, indeed. Okay, we're going to do a trick here, which hopefully I'll hit. This is kind of weird. The visual on this is a little bit different than what you'd think. But we're going to line up. We're going to get into this door. I'm going to wait for the camera to tilt. Double jump out. Nice. So, pools of water in this game are kind of not real. In the sense that you can charge along the edge like I just did, and the game will think that you are swimming even though you're not really in the water plane. So we can get what's called a swim in there, and we can just swim wherever we want. All right, another proxy coming up here. This is sheep proxy. Oh, okay, I got a downwards proxy. Ooh, we want to go this way. Okay, line this up. Oh, okay. What we'll do is we'll open this water. We're going to swim forward to respawn the sheep. And then we'll just try it one more time. And if not, we'll just swim through the level. That's no big deal. It's a really awkward proxy. It's one of the simpler ones, but it's also kind of really hard. Ah, unlucky. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, so that would just allow us to skip to the end of the level. The NPC is on that platform where we just were with the sheep. But if you just double jump up like we did and talk to the NPC, they actually won't give you the talisman because you haven't filled the level with water. It's a weird soft lock, and then you have to leave the level. But that's okay. We can just go and pay money bags We're going to use up 100 of our hard-earned gems. But he's going to give us access to the shark sub. And we're not going to get eaten by the sharks.
It's a lovely boat tour.
It is a lovely boat tour, and I just skipped all of it. Anyway,
so you're not going to give chat the ability to be eaten by sharks? That's very upsetting.
No. You can watch my hundo runs if you want to see me eaten by sharks 55 minutes in.
NT, mate.
Yeah. That last button there is the one that we were trying to get to with the sheep proxy. But then we'll swim up and do one of the easiest tricks in the game. All I'm doing here is facing into the ground and holding charge and upright. And I'm going to basically, eventually, swim out of bounds. And there's an orb here where the King Seahorse wants us to rescue all of his children. There are 6 doors. We have to kind of go up the tunnels. But actually, we're just going to swim into the top of the last one. And he's going to give us the orb. And he doesn't care about his other 5 children who are just trapped forever, I guess.
You did it.
I did it. I did it indeed. We're going to get this health because it would be handy. Life, that's handy as well. Hunter has a brand new manta ray. And we're going to follow the seahorse who is producing rings of bubbles. I don't want to consider how he's doing it. No one ask how the rings of bubbles are forming, please. No, we don't want to. No, we don't. Lozzie, Johnny, don't.
Okay, look. Wow. It seems that we've got a $20 donation here from Lionheart_D that says, all my homies hate money bags. They have also contributed that to the Horizon Zero Dawn Spear only boss fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We hate money bags.
So you do, I don't.
Well, yeah, no, that's valid. So there are 2 passes of this Mantis challenge. We'll get a second orb for this. So there are 3 really, really quick orbs here. Imagine a world where I hit the sheep proxy at the start. We'd been out of Aquaria maybe a minute or so ago. So this is a really good level for this category. When we get through this last ring, we will get another orb.
Just because you can't see chat right now, but apparently the reason that they are making bubbles is they are reverse vaping.
I think that's possibly worse than what I was considering anyway.
I don't know. You can blame Charlie on this.
Okay, I will. Don't worry. All right, so we've got all of the talismans in Summer Forest, the first homeworld, which means we can now go and fight Crush.
Well done. Okay.
So Crush is the first boss fight. He is a big blue monster with a club, as you can see on the screen there.
Before you get to the castle.
There's some lore that we're just going to skip because no one cares. So there are 7 hits we need to do on Crush. He's going to have these blue platforms he's going to jump on. And he's going to send out this electric wave. And all we're going to do is we're going to damage him. We're going to come and wait over on this one. And then we're going to take a series of damage abuses. And the reason for this is that once we get damaged, we can actually make him walk off of the platform just a little bit, flame him, and then he'll walk back to this platform. And this is really important because, as you can see, these platforms are now red. So the first 2 hits are blue, the second 2 hits are red, and then the last 3, they alternate. This is one of the blue platforms, and this makes it really efficient for us to damage Crush really, really quickly with the blue projectile. Because we can jump over this. He's going to walk at us once we damage him here. So it has the same effect as the first few hits, whereby he walks a little bit off the platform, and then he'll walk back to the platform. And that's a lot easier to navigate than trying to get past the flame that he shoots out. It is possible, and you can do it as backup, but this is much easier. So we'll just do that. We won't get trapped by him. And that will be Crush defeated. You want...
I mean, I guess you're making me do my job.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, chat are making you do your job, to be fair. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming, chat. They want the full hypno experience.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, Sam. So we have a $10 donation from Colatch_BC. And it says, hey, it's Bradley. We all hate money bags just as much as we hate people who don't rescue all the turtles and the seahorses.
Yeah, sorry.
That is also being contributed to the Horizon Zero Dawn Spear only boss fight. And we also have a $1 donation from Linda FF9 that says, good luck with your runs, Bradley. Not popping it towards the incentive, so I do want to remind you guys, if you do want to, please make sure that that is all added on when you donate.
Thank you. So there was a big double jump there, which I just about made. And there's another double jump here, which I didn't make. So this is another of those levels whereby my route is going to require us to kill a bunch of enemies. In this case, it's 15 to get a Superfly power-up. So we're going to do a little jump onto the hut here. Oh, that's low. This should work still, surely. Oh, okay, just about. So we're going to make sure we kill these enemies. That's 12, I think. 13, 14, nice. Okay, so then we're going to do a little jump over into this room over here. Ordinarily, we're going to fail that. That's actually in the 14 Talisman record, so, you know, that's actually a really, really good strat. We're going to jump over to this scenery here. We're going to jump into this roof. Oh, there we go. The Chief Shaman Tuck there. Normally, you're meant to free a bunch of Eskimos, and they'll roll on a snowball and break the house and free him. But we can just go through the roof.
So what we're learning very quickly, guys, is that Bradley's not saving anybody.
No. Well, I mean, I saved him, but, you know, just in a weird way. We're going to kill these Draclets, these weird three-eyed green monsters. Yeah, the Pestos. Fun fact about this minigame, you can actually kill them all without having the Superfly. But until you actually have enough enemies to activate the Superfly, the game will not give you the orb. Which is a really weird mechanic, but kind of makes sense.
When it's Draclets, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. This is one cyclable. I'm not going to get it, unfortunately, because I made a little mistake early on, but that's okay. Kill the last Draclet. You have saved. Orb. And we'll head on out.
No George?
No George, sorry.
Boo.
Yeah. Unfortunate. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm sure that Dylan will be so upset that you've avoided ever seeing George.
Yeah.
Beloved pet.
Yeah, yeah. So, just keeping an eye on my gem count as I left Crystal Glacier. I think we're pretty good here. We need to get to 800. Well, no, we need to get to 400 by the end of this homeworld, but we'll lose 400 gems, so it is technically 800. We're going to go for a trick here. Oh, I just lost my charge input. We won't go for the trick there instead. So there was the opportunity to get a little proxy off the cat bat. Unfortunately, like I said, I just dropped my charge input, but that's okay. We're going to come across here. These dinosaurs are terrorizing the people of Skelos Badlands. Sideshow Bobs. Sideshow Bob? Sideshow Mel. Wrong Sideshow.
Wow, it's like you don't even know your home.
I know. Sorry, Laura.
Yeah, Laura, we are very, very sorry for the lack of Simpsons ball knowledge.
Yeah. So there's a second pass of the dinosaurs. We'll just make sure we kill these. This one's a little bit harder, but all of the spawns are consistent. So as long as I don't get trapped behind the villager there, we should be fine. Kill this last one. Get that last one.
Thank you for helping.
And we get two very, very quick orbs. And then we'll head on over. This level you're meant to traverse like the whole level to my left, but you can just double jump onto this platform, and the talisman is right here. So again, double jump makes this game insanely broken. And then next we come to what I consider to be the hardest level of the run, which is Breeze Harbor. So there's a few things we need to do there.
Masterless is free, guys.
Masters is free, but I...
Still free.
Still free. Still free. Yeah. There are some weird scenery at the start that's quite difficult to stand on. And then we have these 8 floating mines, and we need to destroy all of them. And as we destroy the last one, we're going to try and death abuse so that we get warped to the NPC, who will start his dialogue. That will give us the orb in the game, even if we don't see it. And we will respawn here at the start. So let's try not to get killed by that enemy first of all. So we're going to jump into this cannon. Okay, right. 1. There's another orb here. Line up the visual queue. I need to go up one more. There we go, right. We'll line this up. So there's 2 over here that we can shoot from distance. So that should work. That's 4. Okay. There's 4 more over here, which hopefully we will get the death abuse on.
whilst we are waiting to make sure that he doesn't
Ooh.
have any troubles with the trolley, I do want to remind everybody again what we are raising money for. We are raising money for Make-A-Wish Foundation. They are providing children with critical illnesses. Oh.
Unfortunate.
They are providing children with critical illnesses that deserve a chance of having an amazing experience. So please do consider getting your donations in for this absolutely fantastic charity. And please no more troubles with the trolley.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we do have to kill all of the mines again. I don't want that strong chest, but that's okay. There we go. So yeah, we are going to have to kill these again. I probably will skip the death abuse on this one. We can go for another cool trick. Yeah, that death abuse is, I say, it is not that precise, but I did just shoot a little bit early, I think, with the cannon. And as soon as you do that and don't jump into the lava, then you're in a bit of trouble, I would say. But that's okay. So we'll get these mines. We'll get this one. There we go. Okay. So we'll back this up, hopefully with a clan proxy. We'll see. Nice. Okay. That's good. So yeah, again, same concept as some of the ones we've been doing earlier. Kill the fodder and get out of its hitbox. And with this, we can go up onto the mast. Sorry to everyone that I said masters is free to. I'm lying.
I'm so upset right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
I'm really disappointed.
How many DMs do you think I'm going to get from Drash laughing at me for that?
I'm going to say at least maybe 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just going to be a sea of just NT.
Yeah. Yeah.
But saying that, we do have a couple of donations here, if you're happy for me to read them out.
Please do.
I've got a $5 donation from Cholia that says, I know we won't hear this run, so trouble with the trolley, eh? That's as good as you're going to get from me on that one. They contributed that to the Horizon Zero Dawn target. And we also have a slightly controversial message here. More controversial for you, Brad. It's a $10 donation from Dan that says Spyro 2 mid.
Wow. Wow.
That's also going to the Horizon Zero Dawn Spyro only boss fight.
Wow. All right. So this level is Scorched. This is really easy. I'm going to do a couple of double jumps and get to the end. I'm going to explain the next level. So the next level is Fracture Hills. You'll know it from the bagpipes. We're going to try and do a skip whereby we move very precisely, land in the temple in the middle of the level, which contains the end of level NPC. And we're going to try and land in that NPC's talk box on the very first frame that we spawn her. If we on-screen her at any point, she will despawn, and we will have to do the intended mechanic of the level, which is freeing 6 of the satyrs. So this is a really precise trick. Hopefully I'll get it. I think we're probably good to go for it a second try if I do miss it, but hopefully I'll just get it first try, and we can all be very happy. So like I say, there will be some fairly precise platforming. I'll be keeping the camera away from the left side of the game. And then, yeah, just trying to jump and land in the correct point. So, let's see. Let's hope I get this. You see I'm keeping the temple on the left away. That's okay. I don't mind missing that jump. We can keep it off screen. So we'll just make sure that I don't on-screen it. That should be okay. Ooh. Okay. Where is my camera? Yeah, we should be fine still. Yes! Come on!
Nice! I can't believe that. I was actually holding my breath for that.
Yeah, that is a really precise trick. As I say, it's not that bad to learn and do, but, you know, under this pressure, very, very happy to get that. As I say, if we on-screen that fawn too early, then she will despawn. Thank you for that hit. And yeah, we'll just have to free the satyrs. Oop, not in the dialogue yet. Everyone's favorite minigame, the Alchemist. Luckily, we can just charge the big Earth Shapers here. They're trying to kill him and stop him getting to Hunter. But we can just charge these in particular pattern. And they won't actually hit him. I can get this yellow still. Yeah, we're good. So we're also going to overlap this with another orb. As long as I get these guys into the right positions. We have enough time for the alchemist to walk around. And I can double jump into the house over here where another fawn has been locked. And again, like with Crystal Glacier, and like with a lot of these places, the roof just has no collision, so we can just double jump in. That's one of the very first skips that I think I saw like on YouTube at some point when I was maybe 12 or something, and used to do as a kid. But we free Hunter.
Question is why?
Well, it's a good question. It is a good question. In theory, he gives us a second orb, but we don't have the head bash ability we need to actually do it, so we won't bother.
Shout out to my absolute favourite folder of that level, the Dancing Pigs.
We love the Dancing Pig.
Whilst we are heading into the next level, we do have a $50 donation from Anonymous. No message, but we do feel the absolute love coming in for 40 blorbs. And that is also contributing to the Horizon Zero Dawn target, which we do only have a 351 left to go to meet that target.
Fantastic, yeah. Make sure you get your donations in, people. So, again, 2 enemies required for the power-up towards the end of this level, so that's already achieved, which is fantastic. And then, unfortunately, because we freed Hunter in the last level, we are going to have to go down here and play his very stupid mini-game. He's found this arena, and from these green... I don't even know what you call these. But the floor is spitting out crystal popcorn, and we just have to collect 10 of them first. So, Hunter's on 1. I'm going to steal that one from him because I hate him. We're going to go and take this one. So there are 2 orbs here. The second one will be we're going first to 15. It's a little bit harder. Hunter plays a little bit better. He's kind of bad in the first one. The second one does have some rubber banding as well. If you stand at the edge of the arena and don't collect anything, he will become very slow and very bad. But we're going to try and do this fast, which means that he will get a few. How did I miss that one? That's impressive. So yeah, we're just going to charge around. There are only 3 of these on screen at one point, or loaded in at one point. So we're just kind of listening out for where they're spawning, hopefully. Oh, this is a really, really good popcorn. Okay.
This used to stress me out so much as a child. Like,
yeah.
Between this and Bentley boxing, these are the only 2 challenges that I actually sit there and physically cry on.
Yeah. Honestly, same.
You're the hundo runner.
I know, but this is like 8 minutes from the end of 100%. It's stressful. Anyway, we win that pretty comfortably. You have to play... You have to be really quite slow to lose that one. But obviously, any lack of speed is just time loss, which we don't like. But that's okay. So we've got those 2 orbs. We're going to jump to this scenery over here. And we're going to head inside the volcano. We're going to shut the volcano lid. Hopefully here, with the Superfly power-up, we're going to do a little trick. There we go. Nice little Superfly double jump. Onto the volcano.
Was I the only one as a kid worried that you'd actually get trapped in the volcano?
Well, actually, that is a thing that can happen. So if you... there's a fun mechanic in this game called Zombie. So that basically happens where the game thinks that Spyro is dead, but he hasn't died. So in this case, you can... If you land like that in the volcano, like lava on the top, the volcano lid can trap you. You'll see the death animation of Spyro, but he won't die. He'll just respawn with the talisman. But you won't be able to pause the game, and you won't be able to get Sparks, the dragonfly who's following us and is our health and is collecting gems for us, as you see there. He won't come back until you actually die in like the void or in some lava or wherever it might be. So yeah, that's a fun mechanic.
Now time for the best escort mission of the entire universe.
Best escort mission in the universe. There is a trick at the start here that I really like to hit because it saves like 15 seconds. And it also looks really cool, which will be Peacock Proxy. So we need to help Shorty to the end of the level. Flame this tree. Line this up. Ooh, that's a bad lineup. Ah. I did get a very, very slight proxy there, but unfortunately pushed me forward. Oh, there we go.
I never got so locked into stream because I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a really cool proxy. Only useful in this category. Because, like Loisy mentioned, this is an escort mission, so we actually don't have any way of breaking the escort for this this very silly hippo here. We just have to take him to the end of the level by flaming or hitting the different berry trees along the way, and he'll break down all the doors for us. But there is another orb that we will get in this level, where a few thieves have stolen some lamps. And with that Pico proxy, we could have got to the end, just beyond that door, started the challenge, and saved a bit of time. But that's okay. So yeah, we got Shorty to the end. We're going to go and talk to, I think this is Bruno?
Spyro.
Yeah, Bruno the hippo. So you'll see the cutscene here, hopefully. There you go. Those thieves have taken all the lamps. We need to go and save them. So there are 3 of those. First one should be just around this corner. And we've got this little spit rock in our mouth, so we can jump and spit and kill the thief. This second one should just be down here. Oh, line it up, line it up, line it up. There we go. Kill that one. Gem count looks pretty good, which is nice. Kill that thief. And then we'll walk back up and get our orb.
Thanks for bringing
That took longer than I was hoping it would. I was slightly concerned that I'd broken it some way there. But with that orb, we can head on out.
I'd like to point out that Bradley again has not saved the full creatures from that level.
What?
You didn't save the brothers.
I can't. I don't have head bash. I physically cannot do that yet.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah. Fine. Alright, so that's the penultimate level of this homeworld. There is one more. We are going to use this whirlwind to go onto the roof, and then we're going to go to the big island in the distance, where there is an orb and a whole bunch of gems. And that's going to take us to just past 400, which is what we need to unlock the final level of this homeworld, which is Zephyr. So we'll just land on the top of that. Zephyr is just underneath that roof that we were just on. Probably didn't need to hover that, but we'll take it. I was slightly worried that 25 gem was going to fall off actually there, which I've never seen before. Anyway, Moneybugs has taken more of our gems, which sucks, but we don't need gems anymore. We can just head on into Zephyr. So, people who've played this as a kid, as an adult, watched it, you'll know that this is infamous for the cowlicks, which everyone loves, question mark? Do we like cowlicks, chat? Why are people saying yes? We don't like cowlicks. Stop saying things. Fortunately, we're not going to do anything with the cowlicks other than run past one of them. So that's great. But we are going to come across here and help the Professor and Juliet. So there is a puzzle minigame here that we are skipping entirely. Those seeds are meant to be used to plant things, and we can get up to this area of the game. We're going to reunite Juliet with Romeo. We're actually not going to watch the cutscene, unfortunately, but you can see they're in love down there. It's very cute, just ahead of Valentine's Day. There is one of the cowlicks. Screw you, cowlick. Then we're going to go for a trick here called Balloon Proxy. Let's see if we hit this. Oh, that's not making it. Unfortunate. I just need slightly more height there, and I'd make it into the talisman room. That's unfortunate, but it was cool I actually got a proxy. So we'll just use the cannon, do the intended thing of breaking that door. And then Colonel Glug, I think it is. Could be wrong. We are freeing him with those TNTs.
Wow!
Wow. Obviously, he's got his saucepan helmet, so he's not going to get hurt by the TNTs. But that is Zephyr, and that is 14 talismans collected, which means we can go and fight everyone's favorite boss, which is Gulp. Any shout-outs for Gulp? Do we like Gulp? These are getting less and less convincing, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing.
Depends on who you're saying loves Gulp.
Yeah, yeah. So this fight, there are 10 hits. There are 3 different objects that will be dropped. Barrels, bombs, rockets by the pterodactyls. And there are different phases here. So the first phase, with him unharmed, the pterodactyls will only drop barrels. And the goal is to get as many double hits as possible. So if we damage him once, we'll get bombs. We want to skip that phase. So this is an okay setup. I can make this work. Nice. Okay, so we're going to skip the bomb phase entirely. We will get bombs later on in the fight, I'm sure. But we're now onto the rocket phase. So we'll only get rockets while he has 8 hits remaining. This is a fantastic set of RNG so far. Okay, good. So now it's a free-for-all. Now I can get anything. And we can double with any combination of things except for only bombs. And if we do have a bomb, we do need to light the bomb first. So this is a pretty good spawn. I'm going to play this safe. In a PB attempt, I'd probably have shot the rocket first, but we'll just play that nice and safe. So that's a good double. I did have a despawning egg there, which denied any possibility of a triple shot, but as long as I get a couple of good spawns, that's okay. I don't mind that. So that's the bomb. And, oh, okay, that's fine.
That was close.
That was, yeah. So we'll lure him in. So if I picked up the rocket first, I wouldn't have been able to flame the bomb. So you always do have to be a little bit careful if there is a rocket on the arena. Just making sure that you don't cause yourself any problems. This is awkward, but I'm going to make it work. There we go. That's a nice gulp fight. That's a really nice gulp fight.
It's nice to see Gulp actually being friendly for once.
Yeah, that was good. I'd be pretty happy with that in any run. So with Gulp defeated, we're going to go on into the final homeworld of the game, which is Winter Tundra. Very cool level. We're going to go for a penguin proxy here over on the right-hand side. And this one's going to allow us to skip into the secret endgame level, which is Dragon Shores. So let's see. It's alright, we get another try. Oh, alright, we're going to death abuse. We're going to try it one more time. I've got enough lives that I'm not too worried.
Everyone believe in the penguin.
Yeah. If I don't get it this time, I can just go on the left-hand side here and get into the castle a different way. But that's okay. Ooh. Slightly late. There we go.
We believed.
Onto the scenery. And then we'll just glide on in. So when levels are not in use, or sorry, not been unlocked, they're stored beneath the portal that they're meant to be. So we can just glide on in. So this is the secret endgame level. This happens after you defeat the final boss. We're here for 2 things. First of all, a fireball power-up. So we're going to get on the wall. Go on. Go on. Yes!
Nice! Well done!
That was one of the things I really wanted to hit. I don't think that's been hit at a marathon before.
Not as far to our knowledge, so well done.
So, yeah, the permanent fireball power-up there, which you get for having 100% completion in the game. We can just get it from underneath like that. There are a few different methods. That is the fastest, just going underneath the wall. We can go into the water and just glide across. But I got back onto the wall, did a little Spyro, which is a series of charge jumps, essentially, and allows us to hook around walls, kind of like Spider-Man. And so we're going to land, or we landed in the Dragon Shores Theater and watch the final cutscene. So that plays after we beat the final boss. And playing it early triggers the game to unlock all instances of moneybags. Ooh. So moneybags will, across the course of the game, we paid for swim. He can also teach us to climb and to head bash. And he also has various levels that we've paid for. But doing that means we get all of those abilities and all of those levels unlocked. And that's really good because we're going to use the climb and the head bash to get a few more of these orbs. So we're going to head on over to Metropolis. And I say, with the permanent fireball power-up now, this end game becomes fairly speedy, actually, because we can just kind of demolish everything. So you'll see this platform here, you're meant to head bash to lower it, but we can just fireball it. We can just kill these enemies from distance, or charge into them, apparently. And then we're going to do a double jump over here. We're going to go onto this ladder. And there's this ox. And we're just going to fireball the Ox. Again, game intended mechanic here is to flame the bomb back at him, but we don't need to do that. We can just fireball him because we're cool like that.
Excellent.
Everyone who is in the room, there is going to be an extremely important line coming in. So I want you all to feel the presence of the next set of sentences.
Yes, indeed. Right, so there are 3 UFOs here we need to kill. These are all on fairly consistent cycles. Yeah, this one's fine. So we'll just glide along, glide along, glide along. Wait. Oh, and we'll miss. Fantastic. Oh. All right, I need to kill you, and then we can back this up by just tracking where it's going to come around. Somewhere around here. High or low? Low. Still low. There we go. I'm actually going to let this next one play slightly.
Yep, this one is
Excellent work. You knocked them.
excellent work.
Alright, 5 more UFOs. These are very consistent. So we'll just shoot a few fireballs there. Hopefully kill that one. Yep, good. And then that will be 3. That will be 4. And that will be 5. And we'll just fireball some things for fun. So like I say, the fireball power-up makes that level really, really quick. We did go through the permanent power-up there. Or, sorry, the permanent... Not permanent. The temporary Superfly and Super Flame power-up, which allowed us to fly. If we didn't have the Fireball power-up from Dragon Shores, we would have the Fireball power-up for the UFOs there. But obviously, having all the abilities makes the whole level much, much easier. Which is good. I almost forgot where I was going there. So we're going to jump over here. Head on over into this stream. We're going to get another loose orb, and then we're going to head on over into Mystic Marsh. This should be 33. Lovely, lovely. Haven't missed an orb, which is always good. Get to the door and find 39 orbs. That would be really fun. So yeah, we'll head on over into Mystic Marsh. Again, another level that we can kind of break pretty easily with the permanent Fireball power-up. There's an end-of-level orb that we're going to get, and also some thieves who have been taking the spark plugs from some guy's car. I don't... Like, he's up on... Let's actually look where the car is, right? If I can double jump onto this fountain correctly. Like, where is he going to drive this car? That's what I want to know. Because, like, how did he get it up here? Look where it is!
That's like my driving. Don't judge.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Okay, so 1. I'm going to glide into this NPC. Excellent. We got a nice little overlap there. And there are 2 more. We'll hopefully overlap. Should work. Talk to this guy. Skip that. And that should take us back. Excellent.
Wahoo! He's back in business, guys.
So, the spark plug thieves, when you kill them, have a really long animation of the spark plug homing back into Spyro. In 100%, where we obviously do that minigame, you would pause the game at a certain point once that animation has started, and it will instantly skip the rest of the animation, and that is faster. But there, by overlapping a couple of bits of dialogue, we were actually able to do that without pausing the game, and that, again, is just a little bit faster, which is really cool. We're going to get the last of the loose orbs in the homeworld. We have 3 more to get, and we're going to get all of them in Robotica Farms. So there is one level we actually don't go to in this game, or one mainline level, I should say, because there are some speedways that are useless to us. But this is the last level we were going into before the final boss, and this is Robotica Farms. We need 15 enemies. Nice. There's a pumpkin up there that I just sniped early, which we will need later. Not a big deal if I'd missed it, but slightly handy to get it. That's insane that just happened. That the windmill pushed me back. Okay, we'll try and not do the swag way. We'll go the intended way here. What do you call them? I don't even know what you call them. The part of that windmill is very weird.
The propellers?
The propellers? Yeah, let's go with that. These enemies are also very annoying. Okay, there we go. I'd say we need 15 of these for the end. There are basically just 15 on our route. Good. So we'll kill these bugs on the scarecrows. Yep, nice. Nice little head bash on the last one there. One of my favorite strats. If you do...
My fields.
His fields. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you. Make sure we keep that enemy on screen. If enemies die off screen, you actually don't get their spirit particle until you on-screen their death, which means that you can, well, you can get to the end here and actually be down an enemy even though you've killed all of the correct ones.
So as we are coming in to the set of the final orbs, do just remember that we do have a incentive for Horizon Zero Dawn Spear only boss fight coming in in a few hours time, and if you do wish to donate, please do consider this as it is for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And with this,
we are now 40 blobs deep, guys. 40 blobs.
we are, but that does not mean it's time, unfortunately. We do have to defeat the final boss, which is Ripto. This is actually a really hard boss because Hunter will throw out a bunch of different colored orbs. You have to chain 3 of them or collect 3 of them. And each of the different orb power-ups will give you a different ability with which to harm Ripto. But as you've kind of figured out, probably from the last 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay, the Fireball power-up just breaks it. So, 3 phases to this. First one is Ripto on his own. We will just fireball him and walk around Zoe. Also, warning for tech, we're about 45 seconds from time. So we'll just fireball him, I think this is 7 times? Maybe it's 6. We'll get an early one. Alright, Mecha Gulp. Again, we can just destroy him. And then we're going to try and get an early shot on the phase 3, which is Ripto on a Pterodactyl.
Everyone say rest in peace to Hunter for this bit because he no longer returns.
Yeah, Hunter dies. So we got the early shot. That's shot 2. I missed shot 3. That's fun. It's okay. He'll keep on going around the arena like this. That's 4. And then he's going to start flying in opposite directions to where he's facing. So we know where he's going to go. That's 5. 6. We'll keep him on screen. No, I misjudged it. That's okay. I think he's going to keep flying around. Yep, he is. And time!
GG. That was an amazing run, but don't go anywhere. We do have a little bit more pain for Bradley coming up shortly. And that is the incentive. And for those who did donate towards that, thank you so much. Bradley is now going to go through the agonizing pain of standing on 10 portals.
Yes, indeed. Are we just going to go straight into it, or?
Should be fine to go straight into it. I'm not sure how that works, but I mean, as long as you just...
Well, you do have to reset the console, so if you have any messages, absolutely crack on for the next minute.
I don't have any messages, but again, please do just consider the donations. We are so close to hitting that 5k mark, so keep those ideas open for that. And yeah.
Surely we can do that by the end of the stand on 10 portals run. Come on, chat. We can do that. Surely. Surely.
Surely.
So yeah, what we're going to be doing is a category extension. I was going to call it a meme category extension, and you know what? I am going to call it a meme category extension, and sorry to the people that like it. But all the objective of this is we need to stand on top of 10 different portals. So it's a little bit of a kind of a platforming challenge, which people like. So we'll just load straight into it. I will keep the autosave on because I can get soft-locked, so just make sure we avoid that. I don't know if we're going to restart the timer for this, or... Yeah, I mean, we can't... I mean, up to tech, up to tech.
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and... Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon...
Up to tech. All right. I'll tell you what, we'll get into it. Right, so we'll have another countdown in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's
go. All right, so the first thing you'll notice here is that I don't need gems in any capacity, which is great. So we can just skip all of those. Glimmer takes about 28 seconds, which is really great. Spyro. So... all the portals are in the home world, of course, so we do need to get back to Summer Forest. There are 6 in Summer Forest that we can stand on. Hopefully I'll be able to get onto all of them. There are a couple of backups in Autumn Plains, the second home world, if we need them. Trying to think what route I'm going to do here. I think we'll go for the swag route. Why not? See if I hit it. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and do a frog proxy on the right-hand side here. So kind of like the other ones we've done today. Oh, I got a charge very early there. Ooh.
Frogged.
Yeah, frogged. Ah, unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. So,
Frog.
instead we're going to Spyro up onto this platform. All right, that's one. Okay. And then we're going to try and get onto this roof. This is a very tricky bit of platforming. Because I can bonk like that, as you see. There we go. Nice. All right, we'll double jump over to the Colossus portal. Hover onto these, just to be safe. 2. All right, now we're going to go for the next frog proxy. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll play this double jump safe as well. So yeah, I mean, the frog proxy, as I say, it works kind of the same way as some of the earlier proxies. We don't actually need to kill the frog. This one's going to be a squeeze proxy, hopefully. This one I really want to get. Unfortunate.
That was quite close, though.
That was quite close, yeah. Unfortunate again. So the Haruko's portal's behind me. Is a really annoying portal to get on top of. So let's do the Sunny Beach one first. So we'll get 3. Okay, we'll have like 3 attempts at this probably. And then I'll back it up in Autumn Plains if I don't get this. It's a really precise double jump. Yes! Nice!
It's what you don't understand, chat. That is actually extremely difficult to do.
Funny thing is, the first time I saw it and tried it, I got it first try, and then I failed it for like 20 times in a row.
Standard.
All right, got to be careful here. We don't want to fall into the room. We're going to go and jump onto this scenery here. And get on top of the Ocean Speedway portal. Not that you can see Ocean Speedway, so that's 5. Oh, nice double jump. All right, we're going to run around again. We're going to see more of the game. We're not going to pay money bags to get into this wall because he sucks. Okay, we're going to hover onto this. 6. You can go through the tree, but I'm going to play this very safe. And we're going to go ahead and skip into the Crush fight. So yeah, we got the 6. We need to beat Crush in order to progress to Autumn Plains and get the last 4 portals. This fight will work exactly the same way as it did in 40 Orb. So,
just looking over at chat, I think we've got somebody who thinks that they are the counting vampire from Sesame Street.
Oh.
Because all I can see is one platform.
I think I'm scared by that. I'm very concerned.
I don't blame you at this point in stage, but again, much love everybody in the community has been pouring out to send all their best wishes for this run. Yeah,
thank you everyone. Thank you everyone behind me. I can't see what's going on in Twitch chat.
I just forgot that he's called Count on Count.
Yeah, thank you everyone that's been here and supporting. Very, very kind of you. We'll get these last 3 hits on Crush. Just about got him enough off the platform there. All right.
Kolach just said you've always should be scared of him.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, okay, if it was Kolach, yeah, definitely 100%. 100%. So, in the next homeworld, I'm going to go for a couple of tricks. They're both really annoying. One of them genuinely ludicrous that I'm going to attempt it. I'm 100% not going to hit it, but if I do hit it, it's going to be insane. So, we're going to try and get onto the Crystal Glacier portal first, to my right. This is a very hard bit of movement. We'll give it a few tries. There are some backups I can do if I don't get the movement that I'm going to try and do here. And then we're going to go for the stupid trick, because, hey, why not, right? So, I'm going to position here. That was close. So I'm trying to Spyro off of the side of the portal onto the wall. I just need to get the right hook. Okay, we'll give this like 2 more tries. It's close. Okay, we'll line it back up. Ah, that's okay. Right. Now we're going for the stupid trick, which I'm not going to hit, but surely.
Surely double frog? Oh.
That was close. So you can get an insane squeeze proxy between those frogs if you time it correctly. but unfortunately I didn't quite. Ooh. All right, let's go back onto the Metro Speedway ledge. We're going to stand onto the Zephyr portal here. Trying to do that blind was not the play. All right. There we go. That's the one. So that's... Oh, 7. Okay. Let's go to Crystal next.
I do not apologise for chat. Or the voices in this room.
Yeah, so that's 8. And then hopefully we can... Oh, wait for these frogs to stop moving. Oh, unlucky. Okay, we'll go to the safe way here. Would have been cool to get that one to the Skelos Badlands portal at least, but we can back it up nice and easily on that ledge.
Just quickly before we are heading into the last set of portals.
9.
We've got a $50 anonymous donation. Again, no message, we filled the log.
Time.
So, that is all good. Anything you would like to say, Bradley?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I say shout out to PlayStation Nation, everyone behind me for supporting. Everyone that's here at ESA, making it such a fantastic week. Again, this is my second ESA. Summer was amazing. Winter's been amazing. It's cold, but, you know, we're managing. Yeah, shout out to
We love the cold.
We do love the cold. Shout out to the Spyro community. If you want to get involved in this game, there are so many resources out there, so many people willing to help. Yeah, please come and play this game. It's so much fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff. So we're going to head over to a quick intermission here, and we will catch you in a bit with the next run.